Hi friends, I know how fast the news cycle churns these days, so this may not even be on anybody's radar anymore, but I had some thoughts about the 100 men versus one gorilla thing, so we're going to talk about it today. Sometime last year, the question was posed to some women, would you feel safer in the woods if you came across a bear or a man? And it went viral because most of the women said they would feel safer coming across a bear. And that's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know why it was even a thing, but I guess somebody thought that they would flip the script and throw the guys a bone with a theoretical question similar to that. Of course, we're men, so ours has to be deeply rooted in violence. But there was much speculation over the last month or so about this. Some people devoted their whole 2-hour podcasts about it. Some people even created AI models on how it would actually work. And it's kind of silly. The rules, I guess, are that no weapons, just hand-to-hand combat. Could 100 men defeat one gorilla in hand-to-hand combat? And the first thing to think about is the psychological damage that would be done watching the first men go at the gorilla, because a gorilla, you have no idea how big and strong they are, and he will just rip the arms off of the first 10 men that come at him and not even be tired. So you can imagine a whole group of men would just run away at that point. But assume, for the sake of the thought experiment, that they have to commit to the fight, like it's in an arena of some sort, or they have to fight to the death against this gorilla. Well, humans do have intelligence, and we do have a sense of planning and organization. We could form an plan to work together. Cooperation, that's the word I was looking for. And a gorilla is they're thin, their skin is so thick, and they're so dense, and their neck is so big, you would not ever be able to choke them out. And if you got close to their mouth, their bite is as strong as a tiger's or a shark's or whatever. They would just tear you apart. So the only chance we would have would be to overwhelm them and suffocate them. It's like if you've ever seen the videos of the wasps that try to attack the bees, and the wasp can take out several bees. They're trying to get to the queen or whatever. But what the bees do is they swarm the wasp, and then they shake their bodies and create immense heat and basically cook the wasp. And they lose a lot of bees that way, but they kill the wasp. And obviously we wouldn't create that kind of heat, but you could just dogpile the gorilla, and there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of guys that die in that pile also, but that's the only chance you would get, and he would still take out most of them. And if you didn't organize it correctly and he was able to crawl out and escape, you're probably going to lose so many men that you may get down to where you don't have enough men to overwhelm him. So there's that. But the other point is, a lot of people that think of this experiment, they think of big buff guys with 100 Dwayne Johnsons or 100, Mike Tysons. But, like, you have to think, for the sake of the experiment, that it's 100 average guys. And honestly, humanity has gone kind of soft recently in the last several generations. And one thing I read that said 2 out of 5 men these days are not fit to serve in the military. I mean, they would just reject you from obesity or other diseases that you may have. And 7 out of 10 American men can't pass a basic mental acuity test to become part of the military these days. And so we've gone soft, man. And I don't know what to do about it. It reminds me of that saying, the whole, hard men create good times create soft men create bad times create hard men. Well, we're in the soft men part of that. So going into the bad times part of that. So that being said, who would win between 100 men and 1 gorilla? And my hypothesis is that nobody wins. The gorilla doesn't win. Most of the 100 men will die, so they don't win. The ones that survive will be so psychologically scarred from the whole event that they don't win. And anybody that has to watch this cruel experiment definitely don't win. And I don't even like talking about it. But that got me thinking about other viral hypothetical challenges that have been proposed over the years. And a few that I thought were kind of funny were... one I heard on the radio one day, they were talking about, they said, how many 3-year-olds would it take to take you out? And you think, 3-year-olds, like, and much like the bees and the wasps, if they were relentless, like say they were little zombie 3-year-olds, and they just kept coming and coming and coming, it wouldn't take you... I bet it wouldn't take 10 or 15 to take out an average person over just a few minutes. You would be so wore out from throwing 3-year-olds off of you so quick that they would just overrun you. Now, you could take one of them, I guess, and beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker, but you're going to get tired swinging pretty quick, and they're going to overrun you. If you've ever been at a family reunion or a daycare or anything where there's a lot of kids, even in a joyous situation, it takes about 5 3 or 4-year-olds to wear you out in about 10 or 15 minutes. So yeah, I don't think it would take very many to take you out. Another one I heard was, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? Well, I guess the 1 horse-sized duck is going to be able to just peck you with his... I mean, I guess a duck's bill isn't sharp, but I think you have stronger chances with 100 duck-sized horses, because horses don't have fangs or claws or anything like that. So yeah. Another one I heard was, would you rather suck 10 dicks or suck one dick 10 times? Would you rather sit on a dick and eat a cake or sit on a cake and eat a dick? Well, that depends, because sometimes it would be better for a dick to be in your mouth than in your butt. I have hemorrhoids, so that's not a very good situation. But there's only one of those situations where you get cake. So if you have to have a dick, one of those outcomes, you at least get cake out of the deal. A lot of these social science thought experiments have to do with dicks, and I think that's slightly homophobic. So I don't know. The only hypothetical social thought experiment that I would like to see implemented in real life is 300 Americans versus 13 billionaires. Let's see who comes out ahead in that one. All right. Thanks for listening. Love you. Would you rather eat a cake and suck a dick, or eat a dick? Wait, I said that wrong. Shit. Would you rather sit on a dick and eat a cake, or sit on a dick, sit on a cake, sit on a dick and eat a cake, or sit on a cake and eat a dick? That's it. That's it. I have to think that through. Sit on a cake and eat a dick. So,